Hey, it's everybody's favorite everything, SJ Stevens. Yeah, we are back for another day of 31 Days of SJ. So, really quick before I get into this quick little tidbit that came to me this morning, if you received an email from me, pretty please open the email. Pretty please read the email. So, what that email is it is giving you the opportunity to opt out of my email blast before things heat up. I do recognize that some of you guys have been around since 2020 when I was just SJS Business Building and More. You may have had a very specific need for me in your life at that time that just may not exist anymore. So I am okay with that. I would much rather you opt out, save yourself the data, save me the time of sending you an email, and bothering you. Just say you're no longer interested. No harm, no foul. Now be clear, I want you to stay. However, I don't like spam. I do not like, I have companies that send me 10 emails a week. Amazing marketing, not amazing marketing if I'm not interested. So again, do what works best for you, but open my email. So, okay, y'all. Something that I have talked about and like I will die on the hill for this one is you have to have a type. What I've been saying is you have to have a preference. Like women that say they don't have a type, they just kind of like whoever likes them. I've said it before. I've not apologized for it before. Like, I think that makes you a weirdo. Like, I don't literally have anything else to say besides I think it's odd. Well, ironically, as I go through this, from heathen to holy thing that I have going on, I'm spending a little bit more time, like, in the scripture and, like, doing study guides and all of this kind of stuff. And so I have been saying people that don't have a preference or a type or odd, well, actually, it's not a preference that you need to have. It's a standard. I was not using the terms correctly. Your preference is rooted in your taste. It's what you like. It's the tall, dark-skinned, bald head, six-figure, big beard. Like, you know what I'm getting at, right? If you follow me for any amount of time, you know what this dream man looks like to me. That is my taste. Those things are fluid. I went through a stage where everybody was tall, dark skinned, bald head. I went through a stage when everybody was skinnier than me, older than me. Like I've ebbed and flowed. Those things are supposed to do that. As you mature, as you go through certain things, you realize what matters and what doesn't, and even what you're attracted to and what you're not. Those are your preferences. Your standards, which is what I should have said, your standards, that is what's rooted, like that's the biblical thing. You are biblically supposed to have standards. So I'm going to always say I'm never going to quote the Bible, a scripture, none of that, because I'm going to mess it up every single time. But like, your standards should not change. Your standards are literally who you are as a person and what you expect as a person and like what matters to you as a person. Like when people say, I need a man who goes to church. I need a man who fellowships. That is a standard. That should not change from day to day. You should not say, I want a man who go to church, and then you meet a man who does not go to church, and now church doesn't matter. I talked about that. Women who do that, again, very bothersome. Very much need to go be on somebody's couch. Very much not okay. Your values should not change. Now, let me say this. Maybe from like a child until now, they've changed. But like as an adult, like my values are my values. I want somebody that's full of integrity. If you say you're going to do it, I need you to do it. Or I need you to have a plan in place. Like, let's talk about why it hasn't been done. Family is really important to me. If you, short of, of course, there are circumstances to everything. There are things that could kind of alter my answer. So I'm not saying anything absolute. But how you interact with your family and your friends matters to me. Those things are like character traits to me. Those are values to me. Family is important to me. Fellowship is important to me. I don't think I could be interested in a man that has a strained relationship with his entire family. Like one or two people, okay, maybe, life be happening. But if your entire family is like, this is what this person is doing. This is why we don't talk to this person. This is why we don't want this person around. I'm inclined to go with your family. Because again, family is so huge to me. And let me be clear, when I say family, like my friends are my family. I've probably over the last 5 years spent more time with people I do not share blood with than those that I have. So it is so important to me. Something that I learned today was when you do not have those standards, you're creating chaos in your own life. Like you are inviting chaos in, and then you wonder why you keep going through drama. Like, what do you attract drama? No, you actually don't attract it. You just open your door and let it in. And so, what I mean by that is like the family dynamic that I just used. Me and my cousins go on a cousins trip once a year. I am absolutely gonna go to Huntsville to see my niece and my nephew 3, 4, 5 times a year. I am absolutely going to spend at least one holiday with my family. I am absolutely like birthday, like I do certain things that involve my family, right? Because family matters to me. If I meet a man who does not have that same value, who family doesn't matter, or he doesn't have a close relationship with his family, what's eventually going to happen is this man is going to feel some kind of way about my commitment to my family. Again, I don't talk in absolutes. There are absolutely exceptions to every rule. But as a general rule, if it's something that's not important to you and you and I are together, at some point you're going to realize this is important to her, but it's not to me. So, like, where do I fit in here? It's going to be, oh, instead of going to your cousin's trip, we should go somewhere. Or, oh, you already went down there to see your niece and nephew once. Why are you going back again? It's literally going to create a level of chaos. That's what happened when you do not have standards. It says in the Bible, again, not quoting anything, but like you have to be with somebody that you are yoked properly with. You should not be with unequally yoked people. So if what matters to me does not matter to a man, it's going to create, it's literally inevitable that it's going to create chaos. So again, when I said you need to have a preference, I mean, I think you should have a preference too, but that's not the point here. The point is, the hell with the preference. Have some standards. Have some standards. You have to be, I need this man to have this, whatever faith it may be. I need this man to have these values. I need these things to be character traits. Like, I literally have a book. Like, me and my friend Latrice did it when we were like deep in our single season, and we literally wrote everything out. What are my non-negotiables? What are just the characteristics I want? What does it look like with his mother? Where is his father? Does he have children? We wrote out like a roadmap, right? Because I think I've said it before. When I've previously dated, I've dated for what's fun. I've dated for what's hot. I've dated for who had the most money. Like, let me be clear and transparent. I've dated for everything except for the actual kingdom reasons that I should be dating. Like, marriage is not just about, oh, I like him and he like me and we go together. Like, this is a whole kingdom purpose assignment, right? So I just realized I have to be more intentional about it. And I think that for anybody, setting your standard or even just knowing what your standard is, like write the vision, write it down, make it plain. If you do not know what you're trying to accomplish, how do you know how to get there? Like, how do you know the proper steps? It's just like when you go to school. If this is the degree that you want in this particular subject, you have to take certain classes to get there. You just can't jump in and be like, oh, I want a degree in something, but I don't know what. So now you're just taking random classes everywhere, because at the end of your 4 years, you're not going to graduate, because I'm sure along that line you've picked up things you did not need to. Building yourself up to be in a godly relationship is the exact same thing. If I do not know what I want, if I do not know how I'm going to get to where I'm going, and I do not mean like have a whole plan, because we know God will derail it, he going to flip it and dip it and rub it down, and I already know that. But like, if I do not have at least an idea, this is what I want to do. Like for me, I want a podcast, right? I want a national, syndicated, millions of viewers and followers and endorsements and sponsorships. I want all of the things, right? I also know what I don't want. I don't want to just be sensationalized. I don't want to be where people tune in to get gossip. I don't want to be the one that's always talking about the fight against males and females. I'm talking about relationships, but not from a place of discord. Not from a place that's going to allow me to do the clips, and everybody's gonna be, oh my God. No, I don't want the sensationalization of it. And that is why I say, even with this, when I thought I was gonna do this last year, God stopped me because he knew it wasn't gonna be right. So now that I've had a chance to revamp, regroup, refocus, I've gotten a little bit deeper into my walk again. Heathen. But I'm on my way because I know where I'm going, right? Like, you have to know where you're going. I know the steps to get to where I want to go. I know the networking. I'm even in a journalism class. Why? Because I know the sensational stuff. I don't know the intricate details of different types of journalism. I don't know any of that. My degrees are in criminal justice. So I am preparing myself. I am researching equipment. I'm following certain people. I'm reaching out to them. I'm taking notes. I'm taking classes. I'm reading books. I may not know the exact steps to get to this level of success that I want, but I know that that's the goal. Because again, if I don't know how to get there, or if I don't have a end goal, I could be in art class right now. I could be in pole dance class right now. You see how just because you're doing something doesn't mean that you're being productive. And that's what I say, like, about dating. Just because you out here, just because I went on 100 dates, if I did not have an end goal in mind, I would have just been going on 100 dates. And I still would have been in the same exact spot that I was in when I started. We too old to not be making progress, y'all. So I'm gonna get off of here because, as you can see, that took me somewhere, because like the number of people who do not understand this piece of the assignment, because I was one of them, it's so sad. It's so disheartening. It's so disheartening, the things that I am learning at 44, that I feel like, why ain't nobody tell me? Why ain't nobody, what? But anywho, thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you for allowing me to have my mini rant. Do not forget to open up your emails. And also, y'all, on day 30, I'm not going to tell you what day we on. Like, you need to just be paying attention. But on day 30, y'all, I'm going to interview one of these men that I dated throughout this experiment. There is no script. Y'all know I don't even know how to follow a script. My ADHD will not let me. There is no script. There is nothing that's off topic. You will not see his face. You will hear his voice. I'm not going to edit it, y'all. I'm not going to do nothing. I'm going to put y'all in my business, because, like, what's a dating experiment without knowing how it ended, right? So I don't know. So stay tuned tomorrow, you guys. We will keep going. I got some more good topics. So make sure you tune in tomorrow, y'all. Share this, like this. Make sure you're subscribed. Send it to somebody else, y'all. Like, that's the least you can do. You ain't even got to like it yourself. Just share it. Just share it. But you guys have an amazing rest of your day, and I will talk to you soon. Mwah.